Hey guys, this is a Never Ending Reader. I'm Brittany and I'm back. So you may have noticed that I have not been on this channel for a very long time, and I'm not gonna bore you with why, but just know that my life was really weird for a long time. Now it's even weirder because I'm on day 14 of self-isolation, but we're working through it. Everyone's fine, everyone's healthy, and that's what matters. And I wanted to do my welcome back video as my owls TBR because this is my third year doing owls. I believe year one I did astronomer, which I don't believe I actually finished the newts for. And then last year I did herbology and I did finish the newts. So this year I believe I'm going to do the career healer. And the reason for that is I was going to go with a different career, and then I started thinking about it and I was like, well, at this time I just need some healing in my life, and so I'm going to go for that career for the owls. If you're unfamiliar with the owls, I will link everything down below, but I'm sure you guys know what it is. It is a readathon going from the entire month of April, and it is Harry Potter themed. So yeah, I'm going to start by giving you my TBR, and then at the end of this video I'm going to briefly mention a itty bitty readathon that Chloe and I are taking part in together. It was just like something that she thought up and I wanted to tag along, so this weekend, probably starting today, we were just gonna be reading as much as possible. So yeah, aside from the chaos of the last 3 months, maybe even longer, I don't even know when my last video was, some good news is that I got a bearded dragon and his name is Cheddar and he's very, very cute. So watch out for him. He'll be on my channel soon. He's just a little baby, couple months old, but he's a little sweetheart and I can't wait to show him off to you guys. Yeah, that's pretty much all that's new here. So let's start my TBR. So I have my little notebook here that says all of my classes that I'm going to need. So for healer, I'm going to need herbology, charms, defense against the dark arts, potions, transfiguration, and then 3 of my choice. So I am going to pick astronomy, history of magic, and arithmancy for my 3 additional reads. So for herbology, you're supposed to pick a book that starts with an M, and I had a really difficult time trying to find one, but I did. And the book I'm going with is The Magicians by Lev Grossman. I believe this is about a boy who is like a math genius, and then he finds out that he's going to like a magical college, which is like, I don't know, adult Harry Potter to me. So I thought it was fitting, and it starts with an M, and that's my choice. For charms, the prompt is to read a book with a white cover, and for that I'm going with What Kind of Girl by Alyssa Schneidmel. I think I saw hardback hoarder reading this, and if I remember correctly, she said it was like a little bit confusing. Either way, I think this is about a girl who like shows up at school and she's covered in bruises, and she says that her boyfriend has hit her, and so all the students are kind of like picking sides and deciding like who to believe or something. So I thought that would be interesting. It is a library copy, so I need to read it soon, but I'm not actually sure how soon because our libraries are shut down due to COVID-19. So yeah, I'm just trying to get through my library books. And for Defense Against the Dark Arts, you're supposed to pick a book that's set at sea, and for that I've chosen All the Stars and Teeth by Adeline Grace. This is also a library copy, and from what I can tell, this is about like a magical princess of an island, and she has to do like a magic demonstration and it goes wrong, and so she's like on the run. I don't know, it looks like a cute cover. That's why I ordered it from the library. Hopefully I like it, but typically I don't love books set in the ocean, so we'll see how that goes. And for potions, you're supposed to pick a book under 150 pages, and I could not for the life of me find one. I even went through like all my middle grade and I just couldn't. And so I was on a video call with Chloe. I will obviously link her channel down below, but we were on a video call on our Alexas. Oh no, she heard me. So we were on the video call and I was like, I seriously don't know what to do because I don't have anything under 150 pages. And then she reminded me that I actually did. And that is The Tales of Beetle the Bard, which I have not read in probably 8 years, and it is under 150 pages, and so I'm very excited to reread these stories. And it's very fitting considering this is a Harry Potter magical readathon. And for Transfiguration, you're supposed to pick a book about shape-shifting, and for this I had a lot of trouble too. So I ended up going to the Owl's announcement page and I saw that they had a link of people recommending books for all these subjects. And so I found this book on a recommendation from all you lovely folks out there. And that is House of Earth and Blood by Sarah J. Maas. I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't know a single itty bitty thing about this book. I'm not kidding. I bought it because it's Sarah J. Maas and I've read every single book I think she's ever published, and so it was a pre-order for me. I just haven't gotten around to it considering it's like very, very large. I mean, it's chunky. A readathon book? Probably not, but we're gonna make do and have some fun. And for astronomy, you are to read a book when it is dark outside, and for this I've gone with The Shadows Between Us by Trisha Levenseller. I think Hardback Hoarder, again, was the one that was talking about this and got me interested, but it's about a girl who is going to seduce this Shadow King and then marry him, and then she was going to kill him and like steal his kingdom. So that sounded like pretty cool to me. I'm actually really, really excited for this one, so I will be reading this possibly first. And for History of Magic, you are to pick a book featuring witches or wizards. And for this, like Chloe, I've gone with City of Fallen Angels. That's because we are buddy reading this series in order, publication order that is, and so this is our next book. We just finished Clockwork Angel. Well, I finished it last night. She finished it much before I did, but yeah, I'm actually very excited for this. I've been having a pretty good time, probably a better time than Chloe rereading these because it's so not fresh in my head that everything's like still a surprise. So yeah, I'll be reading this and I'm very, very excited. And then last we have Arithmancy, and for this you're supposed to read a book like outside of your favorite genre. And I'm betting you guys can guess based on this TBR and the books that I own that my favorite genre is typically YA fantasy. So for this I've gone with a contemporary, and it is Heroine by Mindy McGinnis. This is about a girl who gets addicted to heroin. I think she gets in some sort of accident, and it intrigued me because I live in a place where heroin is ripping up lives. I've lost friends to it. So while it might be a hard read for me, I'm excited to get into it. So those are my 8 books that I'm going to be reading for the readathon. And now I'm just gonna like briefly mention my other library books that I have, and that hopefully I'll get to like 1 or 2 of them during my readathon with Chloe this weekend. So firstly, I'm about 20 pages into this, and it's Belle Revolte by Lindsay Miller. This is like a princess swap, except it's like fantasy and magical. I am 20 pages into it, and I don't love it just yet, but obviously I can't judge a book by 20 pages. So I'm going to be reading that this weekend. I'm also going to be reading The Lady Rogue by Jen Bennett. That is like a historical fiction about a girl who is searching for her father, who is off searching for Vlad the Impaler's like old ring. I don't know, but I love Jen Bennett and so does Chloe. So I'm going to be reading that this weekend. And then if I have time, I have 1 of 2 books that I can choose from. The first being The Farm by Joanne Ramos. This is like a dystopian about basically like a pregnancy farm. Like women come there to this place and they're treated like royalty, but they're like pregnant with somebody else's baby. I don't really know. I just know it's a dystopian adult, and I haven't read anything like that in a very long time, so I'm excited. And then another book that I can choose from is Night Spinner by Addie Thorley. I've read like the inside jacket of this so many times, and it seems like kind of a generic fantasy. But it's about a girl that can weave like the threads of darkness, and everyone thinks she's a monster, and I really don't know much else about it. So yeah, those are some books that I am considering reading this weekend. Hopefully watch out for some vlogs from me for the owls. I'm planning on doing weekly vlogs, but we'll see how that goes. And thank you for sticking around through this video. I'm glad to be back. I'm happy to be back, and I am thoroughly excited for the owls. So once again, thank you, and I will catch you in my next video.